What's up, loungers? I hope everybody is doing as well, as great as I can be this evening. I'm doing fine in my regular personal life, but just all the information that we took in the past couple of days has been so disturbing, right? And what we got tonight, shout out to the bestie, because, I don't think he intended to disturb everybody and get everybody all worked up. But what we witnessed on his show, I can't get over it. I personally cannot get over this. And I want to talk about this just a little bit, kind of talk about what we can do going forward from here. And maybe some of the things some of us might be thinking about doing in regards to this matter. Okay. I'm also going to just kind of talk about, some funny things too, just to kind of lighten the mood. I know that everybody is probably just as disturbed as I am, if not more, right? And, at this point, I think it's just time for us to kind of switch gears and talk about some other stuff, you know what I mean? Because this right here is just absolutely disgusting. But let's get into it, guys. Teresa, one of my favorite loungers, definitely appreciate you being in the building this evening. And Miss Murph, I appreciate you being here as well. And the clouds listening. Okay. Hey, Carrie Ann, you said, hey, girl, I'm glad you went live. I need help processing. Me too. Which is why I'm going to go ahead and just kind of talk about some stuff, and we can just kind of get it off our chests, and then we're going to move on, because I don't want this in my spirit anymore. I no longer want to talk about this. I even took it. It disturbed me so much that the video I did this morning looked like heaven, right? Like it looked like child's play. I took that video down because I don't want any association with that whatsoever, right? I want no association with the people that this man is involved with. I don't want anything. I'm disturbed that a video and a picture, my image is on this man's TikTok. That enough in itself is enough for me to just feel sick to my stomach, right? Just based off of the kind of people that he's following, and these children that he's following as well. Again, I'm not accusing this man of a crime. I'm not accusing him of anything because I really don't know. All I can see is what I see, and where there's smoke, there's generally fire. And this is absolutely disturbing and ridiculous for a man who calls himself a man of God and a man of the cloth to be involved in such kinds of things. It's just mind-boggling to me. I can't believe what we witnessed. But we're going to talk about it tonight and just kind of process some of this stuff tonight. And you said, hey, T, sister, Miss M, and my darlings. What's up, Defraud? And I appreciate you being in the building as well. You said, I've been watching animal videos for the past 30 minutes. I started watching one of my campers, my favorite camper, AB Camp, who has his dog Bruno on there. And I really do like Bruno, and they just kind of lifted my spirits a little bit. But this is still heavy on my heart. And I was just speaking with one of my loungers in the DMs, and just telling them how disturbed I was as well, and how disturbed they are. So let's just kind of get into all of this right now, and just kind of talk about all this. You said it's strange behavior. It is very, very strange behavior. It is awful, and I can't even comprehend what the hell we were just watching. But yeah, what's up, Carla Martin? Definitely appreciate you being in the building. You said, "Hey, Miss T Pre Glamma, peace to the loungers." Thank you, sis. I really appreciate that. What's up, West Bank? Appreciate you. You said, "Salute, a nightcap at T Pre." Yep. You said, "Hey, Siga, in my opinion." You said, "Hello again, everyone." Yeah, hey, everybody again. You said, "The dog vids on Instagram are the best, Carrie Ann." For sure. You said, "Hey" to Carla. And you said, "Peace, beloved Teresa." You said, "Yes, Carla. When I'm really upset, I go to the hippopotamus eating watermelons." Oh, that's cute. I think we're going to look at a couple of videos like that before we end the live stream. That way we just kind of end on a good note and, in a peaceful place. But yeah, this is just really ridiculous, guys. You said, "I got to check them out, Carrie Ann." You said, "Hippos are so terrifying and so cute at the same time. I love them so much." I'm going to send you a link to this hippo video I watched where they had raised the hippo. The people had raised them, but the hippo hangs out outside, goes away, goes in the water and stuff, and then comes back for like dinner and stuff like that. This hippo is like living his best life. Okay, so I got to show you that video if you haven't seen it already. But yeah, you said, "I watch Cane Corso." Oh yeah. And you said, "Protect your peace, beautiful ones." Yes, for sure. And you said, "Hey" to Carla. All right, guys. So we're not going to be very long because I don't want to spend hours on this. I don't even know if I want to even spend an hour on this, but I am speechless too. And what's up, Redbone? Definitely appreciate you being in the building. You said, "Hey, Miss T Pre in chat." I am speechless. I am very speechless over this. Like, I'm just beyond disgusted with all of this at this point, And it goes to show, guys, that, no matter what's going on these YouTube streets, and no matter what, we don't really know the people that we're talking to, and we don't really know the people that, we get engaged with here on these YouTube streets. We might get into these little beefs and these little battles back and forth with each other, but truth be told, none of us really know each other. There's some people that would have an exception of having real friendships outside of YouTube and can sit down and, they talk to one another. They've known one another for years and so forth. But the majority of us really don't know each other. We only know what we allow each other to know, which is disturbing, very, very disturbing at this point. Like, I'm a bit concerned about just how kind of close knit we are in this sector, and whether that is even, something we should be thinking about doing. What I do like is the fact that the men are standing up in this sector and they are putting their foot down about this stuff, and they're not playing with these people, right? They're not playing around at all with and joking and pretending that this is okay. There's a handful of guys, a couple of y'all, who, whether at this point, I don't know if it's that people like Binary and like Photon, if they're and Conscious Energy, right? Just to name three. If those three are just simply not watching the sector, okay, right? I can give them that. But if they're just simply just taking the side of Rev G and the anti-fraud warriors, quote unquote, behind Cash Apps and PayPals and a couple $100, and there's no amount of money in the world that would allow me to side with such bullshit like this. Okay, especially knowing that these men have children themselves, right? I know that Binary is a father. I know that Photon is also a father. And I know that Conscious Energy is also a father. And I know that if they watched what we just watched on Trig's show, I know that they should be disturbed at this point as well. I'm not asking them to come out and say anything about it, right? They don't have to jump out the window and take back what they've said or apologize or any of that, because it's kind of too late for that, right, at this point. But I think it's time to shut the fuck up, right? Like, honestly, I do, because it's clear that there's an issue, right? It's very clear that there's an issue. This man is not only following, like, he has 59 followers, and out of that, half of these people are children or really super disturbed individuals. Okay. Like, this is an issue, a big and major issue that we cannot overlook, and we are not going to pretend doesn't exist. Okay. I'm not doing that anymore. So here's the thing, and this is where I'm at with this. I'm not telling anybody else what to do, right? But the sector has been very successful in canceling certain people at certain times, i.e., Al Lanier, right? He was completely canceled by this sector when he started going in and just doing some of the stuff he did. All of us and a lot of us have all started to boycott even Stargate, right? Some of us are not going over there anymore. They're not hanging out with her after that hard ER was coming out, and she was doubling down on it multiple times, right? People stopped fooling with her and stopped dealing with her, right? You said, Godmother, unfortunately, they really don't care. They will follow AAS orders. Nothing else matters. And that is what is sickening about all of this, because there's nothing that this dusty bitch could do that, or could pay me or anything that would make me pretend that this behavior is normal. There's just nothing. There's nothing that could be done. There's no amount of money or anything that you could give me that would tell me that this is normal behavior. I don't care what you're saying. So I'm not telling anybody what to do per se, but like I said, I really think it's high time for us to start thinking about some of these people, right? Like, are we going to keep entertaining the nonsense? Are we going to keep enjoying and sitting back and listening in on people that will allow this weirdo on their platform, to be talking, and gaslighting the sector as if we're wrong for feeling like this is inappropriate? Are we going to keep doing that? Or what? I've seen a lot of fuck shit in the sector. I've been a part of some fuck shit in this sector myself. But this is beyond that. This is not fuck shit, okay? This is some disturbing bullshit that if there was a time for the FBI to be being called and so forth, this would be the actual time to do that, right? This would be an actual time to start saving some of those kids, right? And start putting in some work to get those kids taken care of and make sure that those kids are okay. I don't personally want to contact the FBI. I'm just not a person that really be into calling law enforcement like that and whatever. But if somebody did, I wouldn't be mad at all, because this is serious. This is really, really, really disturbing, right? I think the most disturbing part about it, and I had to walk away. I had to walk away when I saw that, was the video where the child, it was like a half a face and half a skull. And clearly on the face side, that child was very disturbed and crying and stuff. And they were almost insinuating that they were recording the death of a child. Okay. And, this is something that people enjoy somehow, right? Or people watch somehow. For me, that was enough. Okay. And it's funny because I had clicked into a lot of those channels, right? I had clicked into earlier when we were live. I had clicked into a lot of those channels, but I didn't go through those videos. I didn't actually press the videos and take a look at exactly what was being said and exactly what was being done. And I'm glad I didn't. I'm really glad I didn't, because I probably wouldn't have finished that video this morning, right? I probably would have cut it off right there, and I would have had to walk away. I literally walked away from my television while that was playing, because that was not something I could stomach. It was not something I could take. And I'm still seeing this image in my head, and I'm really, really disgusted. I'm just really, really disturbed by it. But either way, guys, we got to protect our own peace, right? And we got to protect our own energy. And one of the ways to do that is to just simply ignore motherfuckers, right? To just stop fucking with them. If this is the type of shit that they want to encourage and they want to enjoy and they want to make light of and pretend that it's not a big deal, they're entitled to that, But we don't have to follow. We don't have to go in and watch and listen and go through it and be all in the chat kiki and, because they're not talking about me, right? Or anything like that. We don't have to deal with that. If they are okay with a older man, right, as Rev G, following young innocent children on his TikTok, and it's as if this is not a problem, and as if how dare we feel some kind of way, about this, or because you don't like the person who showed it, right? Or whatever the case may be. You just want to jump out the window fighting and windmilling over a situation. And it's clear you're just uneducated on these things, But I'm gonna need y'all niggas to educate yourselves, right? You fathers, the ones who are caping for this nigga, I'm gonna need you to educate yourself on what is really going on. Because it's people like you that enable people like him that allow children to be hurt like children are, okay? That allow children to be in harm's way, okay? That is a problem. If you can easily just push something to the side, for the sake of not wanting to disturb somebody's feelings, or not wanting to hurt someone's feelings, or not wanting to get a Cash App for $20 to go get some Modelo's and cocaine, allegedly, right? If this is okay for you, then that's fine. But leave me the fuck alone. Like, stay the fuck away from me, right? I don't want niggas like you around me at all. I don't want anybody that's like you, anything that you agree with, anything to this level. Don't even put my name in your mouth, okay? Don't even talk about me. Like, it used to be fun. It was cute and kiki and haha and laugh when it was like little roasts and stuff like that. But now you are literally condoning the pain of a child. And this is dark. It's disgusting. There are some very dark things that we like to do around here, right? We like to talk shit. We like to roast each other. We like to even stretch narratives a little bit around here, right? But what we won't do is literally condone hurting children. We won't condone allowing children to be followed by strange men. This isn't okay, okay? By mentally disturbed, strange men should not be following little kids. And that's just that, and that's just the bottom motherfucking line. I don't give a fuck what you say, how you say it, how you twist it, how you turn it. This is where we're at. You're either on that side or you're on this side. And I'm drawing that line. I'm going to draw the line right here. You're either on that side or you on this side. If you on that side, stay the fuck away from me. Like, on God, okay? Stay the fuck away from me. If you on this side, then fine. And like I said, I'm not looking for these niggas to get up and give us a speech on, what they now think is wrong or what they think is right. Or I'm not looking for none of that. Sometimes it's best to be fucking silent and not to say nothing, right? You don't always have to be caping for somebody and jumping out the window for somebody, especially a bitch that ain't gonna jump out the window for your ass. Okay? Let's talk about it. Okay? Because binary, just a year ago, okay, and one of these days, in the next few days, I plan on going over this again. But just a year ago, you were sitting in that seat. You were sitting in that hot red seat where this bitch was calling your fucking job every chance she could get, plastering all their pictures and stuff all over YouTube. You forgot? You must have forgot. Because you're so disturbed by Carrie Ann, right? That you just willing to go with any goddamn thing. And it just don't matter. And I'll just put all the stuff to the side. I'm not even going to look at that. I'm just going to cape for them anyway. Because I don't like this person. Because I don't like Nikki. Like, Nikki got anything to do with Carrie. Okay? And that's just fucking ridiculous. Even if you don't like Nikki or if you don't like Carrie, what the fuck does that have to do with protecting kids? That's all I'm saying. I guess it's okay, right? I guess it's all right, because that's the energy that you're putting out into the universe, sir. I guess it's okay for this man and these disturbed people to be following your daughters, right? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's okay. I guess that's what it is. Stay the fuck away from me. That's all I'm going to say to you and anybody else that capes for a bitch-ass nigga like Rev G. And that's just it. I don't care how you feel about it. You can make a 10-hour live stream about it. It doesn't matter. You can call me all the ugly bitches you want, all the fat, get on the treadmill bitches. You tell your motherfucking mom to get on the motherfucking treadmill. How about that? Okay, bitch? Yeah, I'm talking to you, Photon. while you out here, caping for a bitch ass nigga like that while you got kids. Yeah, I said it. And I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. You don't like it, come see a bitch. How about that? Now, I appreciate the super chat from you, Alan. Definitely appreciate that. You said, don't trip, T-Pre. We letting the white folks handle it. Yeah, I agree. I think that this is one of those situations, right? That if you actually want to call the people and you want to call the police and you want to get the FBI breaking involved, right? This would be the time to contact them. Since you give a fuck about kids so motherfucking much, bitch, this would be the time, right? And while you calling them, ask them about Michael and Aiden and where they are. While you out here caping for this bitch ass nigga. But I'm done. I just feel like I needed to get that part of it off my chest, because this is just fucking disgusting. At some point, the trolling has to stop, right? You got to stop trolling. Everything is not for trolls. Everything is not about trolling somebody and who could out troll somebody. Sometimes you got to get fucking serious in life, okay? And you can't just be out here just caping for fuck shit like you've been doing, because we're done. We're done. Like I fucking said, I don't give a fuck how you niggas feel about what I said. You don't like what I said, come see me and my niggas. And that's it. Or we can come see you since you in Brooklyn. It's not a fucking problem, my guy. But a 5'2" nigga don't scare me. So either way, like I said, you can definitely come see me if you got a fucking problem with what the fuck I said. Now, I'm personally at a point where, I just want to be extra cautious. And I think all of us should be taking super duper precautions when it comes to being out here on these YouTube streets and getting to know each other and stuff like that. All this meeting up with people and stuff, well, we tried that, right? That was a disaster. It turned out to be a disaster. And I'm not sure if I really want to do that again. I talked about it. I had thought about it and heard you guys talking about having a nice meetup. I know Darrell had talked about coming back to New York at some point. I told him that if he comes, I'm definitely going to come up and visit, and so forth and so on. And he would be one person that I wouldn't be concerned about, right? I know that me and Eyes were looking to meet up and do certain things here in Delaware with my team and with, her Pop's restaurant and different things like that. Those are things I'm still willing to do, right? I'm still willing to have a girls' day where some of us ladies in the sector get together, hang out, do a shopping or do lunch or something. Those are the things I'm looking forward to. But just some of this other stuff that we've talked about doing, I'm not sure, because you can't trust everybody and you really don't know what these people, what they're capable of and what kind of stuff they're doing. And I don't want nobody to have to meet my Beretta. You understand what I'm saying? I really don't want none of y'all to have to meet none of my steel. You understand my piece of steel? I really don't. So I think it's best, that I don't necessarily take part in some of those things. But good luck to y'all if y'all choosing, to do that. But for God's sake, please, please, please be careful, guys. Be careful out here, just befriending some of these people, getting close to some of these people, and definitely be careful with, who you fucking caping for out here, right? Because now you looking like a crazy one. Now you looking real strange. Like this strange guy's you're looking strange too, right? And it makes people wonder, after seeing so many rants from some of you, right? So much disrespect from a couple of you, right? And just wondering, so this is what you're into too, right? Is this the kind of stuff that you're cool with as well? Just makes you wonder. It really makes you wonder. But either way, I can't. I refuse to deal with that. I refuse to be involved in that. And, and like I said, you got a problem with it, come see a bitch. I guarantee, I can't guarantee what's going to happen, after you come see a bitch, but I'm just letting you know you're welcome to. Okay. You're definitely welcome to. And you'll find out how much of an outlaw this bitch is. And that's it. But either way, I think we must do our best to protect ourselves to protect our families, because these people are crazy. These people are fucking nuts. Absolutely ridiculous. Shout out to Triggs for a lot of the bombshells that he dropped tonight before we started watching a lot of those disturbing videos. But shout out to Triggs or those disturbing pages. But shout out to Triggs for a lot of the bombshells that he dropped on Anti-Afro tonight. Child, you in trouble, girl. That's all I'm gonna let you know. I just need you to shut the fuck up, okay? Because at this point, ma'am, the game is over. All right, you've lost. You've lost this fucking chess game, and it's just fucking over. Okay, we've been trying to hunt you down and figure you out for the longest fucking time, and it turns out that somebody out here, a few people, by the way, were able to find out exactly who you are, where you live, where you work, everything. Okay, and what you do every day. And that's unfortunate for you because you have spent a great deal of time doing a lot of fuck shit to a lot of people. You have spent a great deal of time just lurking up in the demonic energy as much as you possibly can. And now you're about to pay for all that. Okay. You're literally going to pay for it. And it's going to hurt you a lot worse than it's going to hurt any of us. Okay. And I'm just going to sit back and laugh at it. I'm excited for it because you deserve it. For all the bullshit that you have done to people in this sector and beyond, you deserve it. You deserve every piece of energy that is coming your way, okay? And you will never, never recover from what's about to come out about you. And that's just that. Anybody that still will sit back and attempt to cape for her after that, you'll be canceled as well. And that's just unfortunate for you, you know. But either way, guys, let me go ahead and look at y'all comments, and then we're going to look at some funny videos, some funny animal videos real quick, and this kind of lighten the mood. And then, you know, we're going to be out of here. But let me go ahead and get up here to y'all comments because I want to make sure that I read everything. Okay. Hold on one second. Let me acknowledge the super chats I got. Thank you, Brown Sugar Baby. Definitely appreciate the $19.99 super chat as well. And Alan, I definitely appreciate the $50 super chat as well. Let's go ahead and pull up the comments from everybody because there was a lot here. Hold on. What's up, Ray? Appreciate you being in the building, bestie. Definitely a great show. It was very informative. And I'm so glad that you were able to get into those videos and just kind of watch them and see what these people were talking about. You know, I was able to like not necessarily click on the videos, but I was able to kind of play, you know, like a little snippet of some of those videos. And you can tell that they were kids because they're playing Roblox and stuff like that. There's no adults that are playing Roblox, as far as I know, unless you're a pedo, right? You in there trying to get with kids, you know, that would be the only reason why an adult would be playing this game. But either way, yeah. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to light up over here and go through these comments all at the same damn time. So hold on 1 second, guys, because yeah, you need a little bit of peace around this piece. Okay, shit. All right, so let's go up a little bit. Let's go up. There's a lot of comments in here. I appreciate all of y'all for coming out tonight. All right, so I think we stopped here. Okay. And you said, hey, yeah, so we stopped there at Redbone. I appreciate you. And yeah, girl, I was speechless too. It's just disgusting. You said, hey, Redbone, don't worry. I'll speak for you. Okay. You said, I was happy to hear the men put their foot down. Me too. That was very, very impressive. And, you know, it's not that I didn't necessarily expect it because, you know, I'm used to men in my life even that wouldn't even think about any, you know, behaving like this, right? That wouldn't even think about this being normal, right? So, you know, it's not far-fetched that there are men that would never condone any such thing, you know. But shout out to the brothers in the sector who definitely stood up and stood their ground on this and are not playing around with Rev G at all and aren't playing with anybody that's attempting to play with this shit at all either for the sake of, you know, caping for AAS. Nobody gives a fuck about that bitch, but y'all, okay? And y'all gonna sink down in that shit with her if y'all want to keep going with her. That's fine. I don't mind. You said, Carrie, the men did. They definitely did. The men stood up in this situation. And it's definitely respectable and commendable. You said, shoot, I feel vindicated. I ain't killed nobody y'all know of, right? What's up, Riz? Definitely appreciate you, Godson, being in the building. You said, yes, Carrie Ann, the fellas came through for sure. You said, hey to Teresa. You said, you don't have to know a person to pick up their vibes. I'm just saying. And that is very true. That is very true. I had always picked up like this weirdo vibe from Rev G, but not to this level, right? Like I really didn't know it was this bad. Even this morning, when I was looking at his TikTok and showing you guys what I saw, I didn't know it was this bad. Like I knew it was bad, right? I knew it looked ridiculous, but I didn't know it was like this. I mean, this is just crazy. Okay. And yeah, you can't get past that, bro. I don't know how you think you're going to get beyond that or get past that, but at the end of the day, yeah, that shit was so extra disturbing. It was disgusting. And yeah, you can pick up people's vibes by just having a conversation with them, or just hearing what they're saying. You can definitely pick up their vibes from that. You said, DC, I caught that. Mm-hmm. You said, correct, Redbone, facts. You said, Carla Siga. And you said, hey to DC. You said, hey to my opinion. You said, agreed, my opinion. Some of the men only talk tough over their own ego, but most of the men have some standards. Exactly. Like they definitely have higher standards, especially when it comes to children and it comes to, the hurting of a child or, just this mistreatment of children. It's just very disturbing, right? And most of these men are not going to just sit around and be like, well, I'm not going to call him that, or, oh, I'm not going to do this, and I'm not going to make any, decisions until, most people are going to be like, yo, that shit is funny. It's disturbing, right? But yeah, you said, my baby. You said, peace, brother Riz. And you said, if you believe Photon isn't watching the sector, you're crazy. He's probably AAS whole recon team. Okay, exactly. Of course he is. For his $20 for Modelo's and cocaine, allegedly. You said, hey, Riz. You said, hey, peace, T-Pre. Okay, I think I saw that one. You said, sister, you got this. Yes. You said, Godmother, unfortunately, they really don't care. They will follow AAS orders. Nothing else matters, which is unfortunate. And I can't really understand why. That bitch really ain't about anything. You said, right, Miss T-Pre, let the shunning begin. It's time. It's time for us to just turn our backs on some of these folks, Let them go. Let them have 10, 20-hour live streams trying to get super chat, trying to get cash apps and all this other shit. Let them have it. Let them niggas have it. Let the AAS and the entire AFW take over their entire camp. They can have it. We got each other, right? And we all have each other's channels, and we can all support one another. And you guys are going to come around and support, whether you're in the chat or whether you're in the clouds, and we're going to support and appreciate each other. And I think that's what's best at this point. And even with all of us, most of us go off and venture off into other sectors too. So it's not like we're just watching here, right? I think it's just high time for that. And to stop fucking with some of these motherfuckers. Like they'll feel it. They'll see eventually, that it wasn't worth it. Especially when all this stuff come out about anti. Yeah, it wasn't worth it. And that's just it. You said they shut Al Lanier down. Facts. You said, my ray of heart, and in a better way, my sweetheart. You said, this is why my job called those people a cult. Because they are. You said, Peace Grand Prix, and chat. Definitely appreciate you, Alan, being in the building. You guys always brighten my day. You said, they shut down Al because he made racist comments about Black men. Stargate targets Black women, so many people don't care. Well, there's some people that don't. But most people in the sector that I've seen really shut her down too with that hard ER. That was just kind of it. Nobody was fucking with that shit. And she even said it herself that, she had to stop saying it because there were people that she really supports and really, really loves that were telling her like, yo, I'm not fucking with you if you keep doing this. I can't fuck with you. If, this shit really hurts. And I can't see myself just ignoring that you're calling us niggers, yeah, that's not okay. Yeah, so yeah, I think there's a large amount of people that aren't fucking with her. You said, D, hey, darling. You said, C-Rock Smooth was the first to expose Rev G, and very few listen. I would love to hear those videos. I wonder if he still has them up. Were they up on somebody else's channel? Do you have those channels? Maybe you can go over that one day with us. and just kind of let us see what C-Rock had been saying about this, because that had to be at least 3 years ago or more when that happened. So yeah, and then a lot of people weren't listening to people that were on the side of the good guys per se, right? Even though C-Rock wasn't necessarily a good guy, but he was on the side of people like TC, yourself, Flacco, and so forth. And so a lot of people just didn't want to listen to people on that side. They just, were like, I remember even hearing some people say that they would never go and listen. These people come over now. I know that they hear now, but some of these people were saying stuff like that back then, that they would never go and listen to anybody over on this side. We're all demons and we're all crazy and everything else. And that's just the propaganda that the AFWs were putting out. And so therefore people really did. They really stayed away. And they just didn't listen. Or if anything came out of the mouth of TC or the mouth of D. Durrell or anybody, along those lines, it was just automatically a lie. It didn't matter. You didn't have to look at it. You were just told it was a lie and you just believed it, and that's just how it went. It led to people making blogs about us and all kinds of weird shit was going on, and now they're tucking their tails between their legs because they're looking now and they're realizing how treacherous and demonic these people are, and that's crazy. But yeah, I would love to see that, Darrell. You said, hey, to my opinion, you said Triggs took one for the team going through all that mess. You definitely did, Breast Bestie. You definitely did. And I know that was disturbing for you because it was disturbing to me to click into the 13 pages that I clicked into, right? And to see that these are definitely kids. And if they're not, they're weird. You know what I mean? But it was clear a lot of them, most of them were kids. But for him to have like 56 and then half of those are children, yeah, that's just nuts, man. That shit is nuts. You said people can have their own opinions, though a government installation flat out said that's a cult. To blindly follow anything, even when questionable shit is going on, you are in a cult. And that's exactly what I know. Being an ex-JW and having been in the Kingdom Hall, for half of my childhood, for most of my childhood, I knew I know exactly what a cult is, right? And exactly how that works. And yeah, that's what they got over there with the AFWs. But that's ridiculous because they're not giving you nothing. You're not winning shit. You're not getting anything out the deal. You're not becoming famous. There's nothing that you're getting from fucking with anti-Afro. Like you're not getting anything but looking like an idiot. That's the only thing you're getting. So I don't know, You said, Carrie, we know why. You said, girl, I can't. That photo is bothering me so much. I can't stop. Yeah, that was just, that was awful. That was sick. And it reminds you of how sick the world is, right? How, not the world, but just how sick some people in the world are, how disturbed some people are in this world. It just reminds you of that. And yeah, my son can't have a TikTok at all. Like he can't. That's just it. That's just it. You said that's drink the Kool-Aid sector. I'm about to join D. Durrell and we unlock in another side of social media. Okay. I'm just saying, and they're not the only ones. There's multiple other spaces too. Some of this stuff that we see, some people are afraid of the beef sector for some reason. It ain't that bad because a lot of this shit would never be tolerated in places like that. You understand? Like they would not tolerate that shit. They would have been ousted Rev G and put him and AAS the fuck up out of there. They would have been did that. Okay. But yeah, people around here, they be scared to go over to other places and to venture off and see that everybody on YouTube is not doing this. Just because everybody might be busting at each other or fighting and arguing with each other or going back and forth and beefing and talking shit doesn't mean that they would put up with this depraved, deranged shit, because they absolutely would not. And yeah, people need to get on out here and start seeing what's actually going on out here. He said, what kind of person would make and post an image like that? A disturbed, sick individual. But what kind of person would would be a reverend and then follow a person who's posting stuff like this, right? This is disgusting. It's just crazy. You said, DC, the definition changes with personalities. Okay. You said, time to get my alleged simp on. Okay. What's up, Pillsbury TV? Definitely appreciate you being in the building. You said something ain't right with those people. I stand with T Pre. Oh, thank you, bro. Definitely appreciate you always supporting the Pre. You said, Carrie, release the image, sweetheart. Yeah. We're all going to cleanse from all of this. Like I said, I'm about to play some funny videos in just a second after I finish reading y'all comments. And then we're just going to end the show. Everybody take a spiritual bath, and get all this stuff off of you. Go have yourself a drink, have yourself, smoke you a little whatever, do you, okay? But get this off of your system because it's not, anything that we can necessarily do about it tonight, right? You said defrauding, investing in my candy farm. I'm going to grow candy for the people. I just need $1,000. Child, I was looking into opening up a gummy bear farm, okay? And I felt like I needed to get some land out there in Arizona to get it done, okay? By train tracks, okay? So can y'all help me? Y'all go ahead and donate to the bitch, okay? We already got $50 from Alan. We got $20 from Brown Sugar Baby, okay? We're going to need some more money because I need $4,000 for this land, okay? In order for me to grow some crops of gummy bears for you guys, okay? And get y'all all hype and get y'all all in the mood, like I be doing, okay? Yeah, that's what we gonna do on a triangular piece of land next to some train tracks where there's no roads or nothing leading to this land. That's what I need y'all to do is help me get that together, okay? You said, I feel you. I'm still a part of the sector, but I am not creating any more content on sector content creators, DC. And I agree with that. I just think that it's just ridiculous at this point. I would rather sit back and watch y'all, Every now and then I'll go live and talk about something, but I ain't really feeling it. You said, golly gee, Carrie sounds like a swell plan, right? You said, Pillsbury, did you see Trig's recent video exposing the following? Yeah, that was Pills. I don't know if you missed it. You said, my opinion, this is why I don't normally look at things that disturb me. I have a hard time letting go of disturbing images. I can't even watch horror movies. I don't watch horror movies either, and that's the reason. I don't really like to see all the blood and gore and all that, even though I'm a little tough little bitch, you know what I mean, or whatever, but I ain't out here doing this crazy shit. Like, you got me fucked up. You said the farting, I saw some of it. Yeah, I'm sure it was just too much. And some people they had to walk away. At one point, Ray had about 70 some people in the chat, and it went down to 60 after that. It went down 60 or 50 after that video, after that image came up. That was just a lot. I even walked away myself. I didn't turn it off, but I had to go grab me some water because it's like, look, I can't do this. He said, Carrie, I get it, darling. And then when I came back, it was still on the screen, and Carrie was talking to him, and I almost hit the link because I was going to tell him, yo, can you just take this off the screen, right? We can go on to something else, but just remove this, like, please. And LV was talking about something really interesting too. I hope he's here because I want to hear what he was saying about that. You said, unlike AAS, I don't wallow around in things I don't like to see. That image is so upsetting. It really was. That was just so upsetting. You said, Dita, no problem. I will come over there one day and try out for a temp cameo. Fuck the Svengali sector. Exactly. That's what we on that type time now. You said, damn, my opinion, salute. You said, DC. You said, Carrie, that never made sense to me either, okay? You said, like, why a phone looking at a crying, hurt child with a half-dead skull? It's so awful. Yeah, it's just terrible. Just absolutely terrible. And yes, Carrie, we're going to release that. We're going to release that. You said, I'm trying my opinion. Take a spiritual bath. If you got some Himalayan salt, put that in your bath. Get you some hot water and put some, if you got any essential oils, it could be any of them, just throw that in there. Put on some mantras and get in that water and cleanse your spirit. It'll come off. It'll come off. You said, Pillsbury, man, the shit is wild. Now, if I popped off with some horror shit like what you seen today, what would you say? Child, I would disown you, defrauding. That's what happened. You said, Miss M, girl, Detective Benson, what's happening? Our favorite new troll in this bitch. I appreciate you, Detective Benson, and all of your hard work that you're doing out here, collecting these hoes and throwing them up in jail and doing all the stuff that you're doing. We appreciate the brand new trolls out here who really on they shit. Definitely appreciate you. You said here for you, Miss T Pre. Oh, thank you. You said speak on it. You said Carrie, you have, honey. Yes. You said manifesto writer, they called me. Look at them now. Exactly, right? Child. Yes. You said facts. You said you won't find me writing shit like what he's following. Okay? At all. At all. Big backfire, right? You said he claimed I'm scary, not in the Stephen King way, but call the police way. He'd be a subject expert. Okay? I'm just saying. You said facts. This is the wrong thing to troll about. Right. There's sometimes you got to get serious in life, especially when you have children, right? You just cannot be playing around and joking around all the time and acting like everything is a joke, because everything is not a goddamn joke. Okay. Period. I don't give a fuck who don't like what I said. Like I said, come see a bitch if you got a fucking problem with it. You can keep talking about me because I'm not even tuned to fuck in. Okay. But bitch, like I said, nigga, a 5'2" nigga can come see a bitch, and that's just it. Whatever, it'll be whatever. You said, and Triggs didn't even show all the sad looking kids on his page. Right. I had showed a couple of them, and there was a few that he had shown that I had shown as well. And no, I don't think any of those kids are related to him. I only think one of those kids that Ray didn't show, that I did show, I think that child is related to him. And that's because that child resembles his wife, right? Other than that, none of those kids are related to this man. None of them kids are related to him at all, especially them little white girls and all that stuff, the little blonde kids and stuff. No, he don't know them kids. And even if he did, like, why would he be following them? You know, and why would these videos that they have on their channel, this would make him want to follow them? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. You said this may be a turning point in the sector. It just might be. And it's going to have to be, right? This is kind of going to separate the boys from the men. This is going to kind of separate the adults from the kids, right? The people that are serious and people that aren't, you know. Like I said, we can joke and roast and talk shit and do all that. All of that's great, right? But when it comes to protecting children, that comes first. Bottom motherfucking line, right? But yeah, you can kind of look back and see, you know, some of the people that you would expect to be doing this. And some people are just predictable, right? Like Shakim, for instance. He just can't stand Carrie Ann so much. And that's how he is. He can't see past his anger for somebody, right? That he'll just jump out the window anyway on a situation, regardless of what's going on. He's just going to go caping for something because he doesn't like that person, right? And I need him to grow the fuck up on real God, on God. I need him to grow the fuck up at this point, because that is fucking ridiculous. Like, you can dislike her and not like her and all this other stuff, but you can't be caping for shit, you know, that's clearly on some fuck shit just because you mad at Carrie Ann for showing the 6,000 beautiful men on your Instagram. Okay, that ain't got nothing to do with these kids, because trust me, you would be getting dragged the same motherfucking way if you were following children. Okay, now if you had ran into this first, maybe a month or two ago, when you were still dragging Rev G's teeth all through the sector, but everybody got tired of seeing this man's nasty ass teeth. Everybody know what his teeth look like, his mouth look like because of you. If you had ran across this a few months ago, you would be dragging this nigga for days. And you know that's true, Shakim. So, you know, I know you listening too. But like I said, you would be dragging that nigga for days if you knew that. So cut the fucking cap. Just because you don't fuck with Carrie Ann, don't mean you could just sit here now and be like, oh, she's wrong. This is what she does. No, she don't. It wasn't her. It was somebody else that seen this shit and sent it to her because she was being attacked by them. Okay? Yeah. And they sent that to her, and they couldn't even go through their whole page. They just took 3 of them. I went through 13. I was done. Ray went through 24 kids. 24. This is crazy, y'all. This is nuts. Like, this absolutely crazy. I guess I do think this may be a turning point for the sector. You said Carrie replaced the thought. Yeah. You said, my opinion, I'm going to get on the treadmill. It helps me with invasive thoughts. Okay, that's good. That's a really good thing to do. Definitely to work out and get that on. What's up, LV? Definitely appreciate you being in the building. Okay, you said, hey, T-Pre, I image searched that meme, and I can confirm that was the same guy. That sick someone would do a meme like that. SMH. Man, my God, man. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. So that guy unalived himself on that same video. That is just crazy. That is just crazy, guys. The guy who was in with the glasses on, he unalived himself on that same video a few years back. So yeah. Man, that was some real disturbing shit we watched tonight, man. It was really disturbing. So I'm probably going to be struggling with that image of a hurting child for a while. It was awful. It was. It definitely was. What's up, Stephanie? I definitely appreciate you being in the building. I don't know if you were watching earlier on Trig's show, or if you even got to catch my live earlier today. I've privated that live. I still have a copy of it, just in case, the FBI needs it or whatever. But I definitely privated that live because I didn't realize how bad it was. Like, I knew it was bad, right? It was just ridiculous, but I didn't know how bad it was. Like, this was really bad. And I don't want any connections to that whatsoever. You said, Miss M, do folk get their reaction show something about them, right? You said, why would a reverend attract so much dark demonic energy? Because he's demonic, you know? Everybody who's a Christian, quote unquote, isn't a good person, and everybody who is, of the cloth in particular, is not always a good person, But demonic people attract demonic people, Demons attract demons. That's just kind of how it is. You said in China, a person could get arrested for posting an image like that of a child. Yes. Here, I think you can too. I just think that there's not enough people paying enough attention. There's not enough people bringing the attention to a law enforcement and stuff like that. But yeah, in other countries, you would get your head chopped off for that type of shit. Like, for real. You said the child was too far with the skull showing. I really don't think I've ever drawn or wrote anything like that before. No, not at all. As a matter of fact, I used to have a patch on my vest where it was a black female, and her face, her pretty face is on there, and her hair is done, and then on the other side is her skull. That I thought was the most beautiful picture I've ever seen, and I still got a copy of that patch. I still have the patch, I just don't have it on my vest anymore. But I love that picture, right? But that's a woman. That's a whole woman, and the woman isn't disturbed. The woman is, excited and happy in that picture. But on the other side is her skull. Is just showing that she's human, And I really like that. But this was not that. This was totally something different. This was demonic and disgusting. And God, that was just awful. You said, like, that's another level. It definitely is. You said defrauding. It was so horrible. I can't get over it. I'm so sorry, Carrie, that you're going through that. You said, Carrie, use your tools, darling. You got this. Handle it like you do other shits. And I think she does too. I think she's got this. You said, I missed something. Child, I'm kind of glad you did, because that's why we're all sitting here talking about it, because we're all so disturbed by this. Like, it is ridiculous. So what happened was, Rev G's TikTok has been coming up as a conversation lately in the sector, because Carrie Ann was able to show us a video that was sent to her a few months back in the summertime, in regards to Rev G and his TikTok activity. So it was like these little kids on there. I don't know if you saw that part of everything, but it was these kids on there. And, these little kids, and they're like younger than 10, right? And they're on there, and he's following these kids, right? So he went on this whole rampage and this campaign trying to make it like as if Carrie's crazy and Carrie is deranged, and, nobody should be listening to her, and, and all this other stuff. And then had the nerve to tell us, well, go look at the TikTok, right? Then he was also saying stuff like, well, these kids are related to me. You don't know whether these kids are related to me or not. And then saying stuff like, well, they were only following me because I follow them because they like my music. Like, these little 9 and 10-year-old kids are going to like some weird ass music from this grown ass 50-plus-year-old man, right? Okay, whatever, right? But this is what he was trying to say. Then he was saying that he knew these kids. He knew them from church. He knew their parents. He knows this. He knows all this. Okay, so it made a few of us pretty interested in what the fuck he's talking about. Some of us created TikToks. I already had a Black Lounge TikTok that I've never used because clearly I'll never use it now because I have no interest in fucking with TikTok whatsoever. As a matter of fact, I'm about to get rid of that whole thing. I don't want any parts of TikTok at all. But it was just this all this stuff he was saying. This made us just kind of go over there and look at this shit. And when I looked at it, I went over that this morning on my channel and I pulled up at least 13 or 14. No, I think I pulled up about 12 accounts that were all kids. And he's following, right? And you can tell they're kids because they're playing games like Roblox and stuff that kids play, you know what I'm saying? Stuff that, all of us parents, or grandparents or whatever, we've had one of our kids wanted to buy stuff from Roblox and all kinds of stuff, So those are the kinds of things that were on these channels, anime, little teenage girls. There was one with one little teenage girl and she had clearly her little sister with her. And they were white kids too, Steph. So girl, listen, it was just ridiculous what the hell we saw. And then Ray started talking about this evening, and he pulled 24 accounts out of 56 accounts that this man is following. And all 24 of those accounts are either children or very disturbed adults, right, that are trying to attract and allure and lure children. Okay, this is what we saw. This is nuts, girl. So I'm hoping you missed it, really, to be honest with you, because then you wouldn't be as sick as we are now. You said sick of the followers for that was really low. So I don't think that kind of horror is the move, right? You say, yeah, I'd rather cape for a woman than these weird men. I was always on the right path. Okay, 100. What's up, the beautiful Bernice? Definitely appreciate you being in the building, sis. You said that is unfortunate, and definitely is. You said, DC, the thoughts of the individual making that shit and those enjoying it. Right. Hey, you said, hey, Miss T Pre in chat. Definitely appreciate you being in the building, Brown Sugar, and for the super chat as well. You said, the cash is flowing. Y'all tap that super chat some more, okay? You said, hey to Alan. You said, hey to Brown Sugar, baby. You said, I'm moist, right? Now that was actually fucking funny. Okay, I had to go and laugh at that shit. That was hilarious. But the whole pedo thing, I'm just over that shit, man. I'm just really over that. The whole disturbing energy, all the things that that go on in these people's heads is just crazy, and they're not getting any help for it. That's just the scary part about it. You said, I might go spend the night at my friend's house. That image is going to make it hard to sleep. I just can't believe. Yeah, I'm so sorry, hon. I'm really sorry that you're dealing with that. But yeah, I would definitely try the treadmill. Let's see what else we can do to get rid of invasive thoughts, because I know that there are some things. Also, check out Dr. Tracy. I think her name is Dr. Tracy Marks. I think that's her name. She has stuff on YouTube in regards to that. It's a Black woman too. Let's look at that, like how to deal with invasive thoughts, intrusive thoughts. Hold on, guys. Okay, how to stop intrusive thoughts. All right, we're pulling it up now. Keep your routine regular, stick with a balanced diet, practice mindfulness meditation. That is definitely a thing. To practice mindful meditation, explore cognitive behavior therapy. I had a video on that where I had talked about that. Try visualization techniques, spend some quality time with pets or animals. So you've got Bugsy there, so that would be great. And immerse yourself in nature and externalize your intrusive thoughts. So put them out of your mind, right? Put them somewhere else. Yeah, this is pretty much what we got here, and not paying attention to the thoughts either. But I know that that's more difficult when there's, when you have some other things going on. But again, like I said, I would try those things as much as possible. Take yourself a nice hot bubble bath, put some essential oils in there, turn on some mantras or some meditation music, or turn on some meditation vibes that you can repeat to yourself. and keep saying over and over until you actually feel better. And if you got to do that all night, that's fine. You know what I mean? That's okay. You know, my email is open too, girl. So you can always hit me up. I'll probably be up with you doing the same thing. So, because I'm thinking about these thoughts too, girl. It was just a lot. You said, damn, my opinion. It was like 50 to 300 people who like it, never 1,000 or more. Those are the types of people I write about. Right. You said, Ray Triggs, thank you, sweetheart. So much respect for you, bro. I got a lot of respect for him too. Just behind, you know, a lot of things that Triggs has brought to the sector. But this tonight, I know this was not easy for you, bro. I know it wasn't. Because it wasn't easy for me to just tap into the 13 pages that I did. And I didn't even go nearly as far as you did, you know. So I can only imagine. And you go ahead and go cleanse yourself as well and get that up off of you, right? Get that up out of your house. Because yeah, it's not worth it. But yes, thank you, Ray. We really, really appreciate you for doing that. You said, Ray Triggs, please leave your live for a bit, please. Okay, I think he did want to take it down, and I can understand why. I even privated my live from this morning. I had enough of y'all that watched it, and thank y'all for all the likes and stuff too, and all the support on that video. But again, I don't want any parts of that. So if he takes the video down, it is very understandable why. Very, very understandable why. Because there was a lot on there. There was just a lot. What's up, Pastor Stewart? Definitely appreciate you. I understand you went over this last night too. I didn't get to watch your show yet, so I'm going to go ahead and go watch it tonight. But yeah, I understand you went over his TikTok as well. So thank you as well for your exposure on that situation as well. Yeah, it looked like we all knocking this nigga out from all different angles of the sector, and nobody's playing with that dude. You said, salute Brown Sugar Baby. You said, and why they got to do the hippopotamus like that? Hippopotamus isn't confused about his identity. That's hippo slander, okay? You said, my opinion, my stories speak on the depravity of the personal psychology of Crayola and the people that he follows. You said, DC, I'm not surprised by the numbers. You know, your writing blows me the fuck away. I love his writing. You said, I lost my wrench. Oh, yeah, you know what? You weren't supposed to. Hold on. I'm gonna give you that back. I've been meaning to give you that back already. So hold on, girl, hold on. You know what? YouTube done changed up how they got shit and everything, and oh, hold on. They done changed up the layout on phones, so I gotta go. And okay, so now we're here. Let me go to my channel. And hold on, Steph. I got you because you weren't supposed to lose that. Let me find you. Okay, here you are. All right, there you go. You're back as one of my managing moderators. Sorry about that, Steph. I had took a lot of wrenches the other day, and then I just wanted to redo them. And I got the people on that I want as moderators. So you're definitely one of those people. And I just hadn't seen you in a couple of days, so I wasn't able to put you back on. But I'm glad that you got it back. You said T-Pre just got out of the tub, took a Florida water bath. Yes, honey. You said my body felt unclean after that. I'm about to do the same thing. I've got some stuff I want to put in there, but Himalayan salt works well if you don't have the other stuff. But if you got some Florida water, honey, yeah, go ahead and put that in there. You said, Stephanie, I'm going to take it down in a few, but if you need a separate private link, you can email me tomorrow. I don't want that stuff staying on my page. I'm sorry. And I understand. I completely understand. You said, Steph Collins, hello, my sweetness. You said, DC, I haven't seen any lately, but thank you for reminding of something to enjoy. You said, Carrie, thank you again. And you said, thanks, my opinion. You said, yes, he has a weird spirit, very uncomfortable. Yes, yes. You said, Ray Triggs will do. I got you on that. And you said, yeah, I had the video, but I didn't know it was this bad either, or I would have said something sooner. Yeah, yeah. Steph, if you want a copy of my video from this morning, let me know. I'll send that to you. But I'm not playing around with that shit at all. I don't want that on my page at all. You said, hello, beautiful, hello, beautiful Brown Sugar Baby. You said, the beautiful Bernice. You said, no problem, Brown Sugar. I really don't know It was so disgusting. Yeah. You said, my opinion. I hope I can encapsulate what we saw today in a palatable way where I'm not doing anything wrong or disturbing people in the way y'all feel today. Yeah. You said, I haven't experienced your type of writing, and it's definitely a vibe, right? You said, did I miss something more than the TikTok? I don't know. I don't think so. But it was just so much. You must have missed Ray's show. If you didn't watch Ray's show, then you don't have any idea how bad that TikTok is. It is it is horrible, Alan. Matter of fact, I'm gonna hit you up behind the scenes. I'm gonna let you know how horrible it is. You said, Alan, yes, it was bad, Alan. It's so bad, man. You said, DC, excited to read it. You said they showed what kind of videos these people are making that he's following. Exactly. Exactly. You said AAS only real claim to fame is her anonymity. If Triggs bursts that bubble, she's got nothing. Exactly. And that's what looked like that's what's about to happen. You said, Tiggs, I was meaning to tell you, unless you mentioned it, that meme with the dude with glasses was from a Facebook's word live. It's wild people do memes on that. Yeah, that is sickening. That is really, really sickening. What's up, Mia Mines? Definitely appreciate you being in the building, sis. You said, Carrie, like I was saying, that stuff had so many subliminal messages. If you don't watch close like Ray did, it will fly over your head. It looks harmless, but it's very demonic. There was a lot of very demonic videos that we watched that was just ridiculous. Like it was disgusting. You said, LV, you could tell there was something creepy about that dude. It's weird he followed so many pages with creepy stuff with all the funny stuff on TikTok. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of funny stuff up there. You know, people share their TikToks and stuff. Shout out to Under Smoke God. He does a lot of funny TikToks on like Karens and stuff like that. So shout out to him, you know, and there's a lot of other things too, but I don't understand why he would be so interested in following these kind of people unless he's that kind of people, right? I'm just saying. You said, DC, was it on Ray Kid's channel? If so, I don't need to know. Okay, okay. You said, me and mine's, hello, sweetheart. You said, LV, I'm not surprised. A page full of weirdos. Fact, fact. You said, brown sugar baby. You said, Carrie, very weird. You said, Alan, there were stick figures getting it on, cartoons with an identity crisis, a toddler crying in pain with an exposed skull, racially aggravated content, active shooter stuff, suicide content. It was so many things. It was so many things. There were so many disturbed children that we're talking about. They're going to be gone. And oh my God, y'all. Oh. Anyway, you said, what? D. Darrell, are you serious? You said, Alan, always appreciate it. I always appreciated to see your disdain, no matter the circumstances. You said that's true, but Al disrespected black men one time, and it was curtains, no second chances. For the sister, she kept saying it for weeks and still got warnings. Yeah, that's true. You said, I have a retro video. I will play it next week. Okay, I'm excited about that. Looking forward to that, because that would definitely solidify. Now that people are listening to people like yourself and, you know, and others, this would really hit home now, you know, and how long this information has been around, you know. You say, yes, brown sugar baby. You say, you know what? I'll just hit you up and tell you, Alan, it's a lot, man. It is deep. Yeah, I planned on talking to him too. Because, bro, if you only knew, I think you would appreciate Ray for this. You said, I did a review on that C-Rock. It's on my, oh, really? Okay. I would love to see that. Is it still up? Let us know. You said there is so much funny and uplifting stuff on TikTok, but he likes racists and creeps and kids. Right. It's just crazy. You said, D. Darrell, oh, I forgot to ask, how do you feel about Cynthia G's channel being deleted? Yeah, I would love to hear his comments on that too. You said, yeah, I can see D. Darrell now. Okay. He said, okay, glad that you can see him now. It might depend on the channel. Sometimes also if you're like leaning on your phone or something, you might accidentally block somebody in the chat. And if you do that, you can just click on your privacy and check under all your blocked contacts and make sure you don't have anybody blocked on there, because that could be the reason why. And he's also in here, he's not on the Life Solutions channel. I think he's on the Rebirth Live. So yeah, so that's probably why you can see him today. You said eyes. You said, D. Darrell, please put it up. I would love to see it. Thank you. Yes, I think a lot of us would definitely appreciate that now. You said, DC, what's new? You got folks threatening death after receiving support for their dusty lives. You know what? You said, D. Darrell, the Rebirth Live. You said, Alan, you might want to watch Ray's live. Seriously. I'm just saying there's some things that I think we can put aside when we have beefs with each other. We can set aside those beefs and just kind of look at some things, because what he put out was very important. It was very, very important. And if you saw it, Alan, I promise you, you would not feel that way. You wouldn't. So I'm hoping that you get to see it, or I know I'm going to talk to you about it. You said they crazy thought since folks don't like him, they lying on him. They missing the point. A no-name man following kids like they think 2 + 2 = 7. Exactly, right? You said, hey, ladies at Eyes. You said, hey, lady at Eyes. You said, Redbone, because it's the sector. People are gaslighting, talking about stretched narratives. Let them have the Kool-Aid. Exactly. Let them have it. You said they trying to act like nothing's happening. Go look at AAS and Rev G's community posts. They can play all they want. The hammer is about to come down on them. Right. And no matter how many videos she make about Carrie, no matter how many community posts she makes about Carrie Ann, it is not changing the fuck shit that Rev G is involved with. It's just not. And the sector is focused on that. As badly as you want us to keep focusing on Carrie's job, like Mona said, when does it become crazy at some point, right? To keep talking about this woman's job. Like, you're not going to get her fired. That's just what it is. No matter what, no matter how badly you want that to come true, it's just not happening. You're driving yourself crazy, trying to force that into the universe. And look, all this forcing you're doing is forcing and exposing y'all. That's all it's doing. It's exposing y'all every single time. It don't make no goddamn sense. You said, hey, me and Mines and Teresa. You said no taking sides when it comes to kids. Exactly. We're not doing that, man. We're not doing this back and forth over this when we're talking about the children. Like, we have to protect the kids. You said, I'm indifferent by her channel being deleted. However, she failed to change her content or delete past videos. She engaged in a video with Storm Monroe and appears she has not learned her lesson, Brown Sugar. Okay. You said, Eyes, I don't mess with. Okay. I understand, but Alan, this is not the same. You said just because some information comes from the sector doesn't make it lies. It does not make it stretch narratives. The very people saying that have stretched narratives over the gap on the Grand, right? On the Grand Canyon, right? You said, hey, at me and Mines. You said, Alan, don't shoot the messenger, please. You said, I will play it probably on Monday as a premiere. Okay, that'll be great. You said, Siga and Pre, let me know how I can invest. I just love to simp. I need $1,000 to open up my land in Arizona so I can grow gummy bears for y'all. Okay, like, that's just it. That's it. You know, gummy bears grow on trees, right? In Arizona, right? You said, Alan, your insults don't bother me. I'm in a different mood tonight. Read the room sometimes. Yeah, I think this is kind of one of those things that this isn't a situation where we're back and forth with each other. You said, I love gummy bears. Count me in. Okay, you're going to work at the farm with me. Okay, so Stephanie, y'all need to hit her Cash App so she can get out to Arizona with me. Okay, and we can go ahead and get this gummy bear farm started. Okay, well, that's what we need. You said, won't miss that, D. Darrell. Won't miss that, D. Darrell. Yeah, me neither. You said, D. Darrell, I understand, but she wouldn't change. She had 3 or 4 pages deleted. She had plenty of time to stop breaking guidelines. I couldn't take her talking bad about black men all day. Right. Just all damn day. Remember when she was talking about Boyce Watkins at one time? Just all kinds of shit, man. She's just a weirdo. You said, got to get my simp on, right? You said, D. Darrell, thank you. Over. Thank you. You said, D. Darrell, thank you. I'll go over and watch for sure. You said, I missed the entire thing. Yeah. It was a lot, sis. Definitely. You said, Ray, when folks don't know shits. You said, Stephanie, it was traumatizing. It was. You said, what, DC? You plan simping now? You said, he is following some really dark and disturbing stuff, for sure. You said, Stephanie, I tried to hit you up in times. Yeah, I was going to hit her too because I wanted her to see this, but girl, listen, I'm glad you didn't. You said, Stephanie Collins, please be aware and cleanse after. Yeah, just know it is very disturbing. You probably won't get through the whole thing. You said, Eyes, yeah, according to some content creator, that's what I'm on. So how can I empty my wallet in your purse? Okay. You said D. Darrell, yes, Robert Perkins. She is a bitter woman. You said DC, I'll be going live soon. Stay tuned. You said I'm going to clean up this sector. We appreciate you, Detective Vincent, for doing that. You said let's stop calling bad things dark. Well, if you saw what we saw tonight, you would say the same thing about this. This is much more than just something bad. This is really some dark shit. You said, I may not watch it then. I see enough at the job. Yeah, yeah. You said, see you later. Okay, Teresa, definitely appreciate you coming out tonight. You said, Stephanie, my curiosity got the better of me. I'm going to be on the treadmill in the middle of the night, right? You said, I'm supporting the candy farm. Can't wait until y'all reap a harvest. Okay, you're going to get our first harvest from it. Okay. You said, yes, we call him Perk the Squirt, LOL. He has the kids and could barely keep a job. Brown sugar baby, they are acting like they don't have a child. Right. He said, don't forget to show your muscles afterwards, Sigga. Right. He said, Stephanie Collins, pull out your old college communications 101 skills, and the subliminal messages are powerful, but some are right. It's your face. It was true child. Yeah, for real. Yeah, it was awful. It was awful. You said, because riding a treadmill makes your arms very strong. You said, then yeah, I don't need to see that. Yeah, it was bad. It was pretty bad. It was so bad that the little video that I did this morning, just showing y'all some of those pages, I took that shit down. I still got it, but I took it down because I don't want no parts of that. I don't want any parts to that at all. You said Shakim will never grow up because he's a Changling. I don't know what that means. You said, me and mines, I'm here to help you in any way possible, ma'am. Anything at all. I'm here to get Gerald behind bars. Okay. You said, me girl, he is so goofy. You said, you know what that content reminds me of? That's what I thought too. Like, are they showing this kind of stuff on the dark web? You know what I mean? Because I don't be looking at the dark web. Okay. So are they showing this kind of stuff over there? Is this the kind of stuff that pops up? You know, like, this is nuts. This is scary. You know, this is really scary. You said, I appreciate you, Detective Benson. I'll let you know what I need. Thanks. You know, Detective Benson is my brand new favorite troll out this bitch. You said, tell me about it, Sigga. You said, D. Darrell, right. I remember when it happened, but AAS always brings up Nyla, but her and Taz are two criminals. I knew Nyla and Taz a long time. She's attracted to criminals. That don't make no damn sense. You said, Detective Benson, laughing my ass off. Now they got cop trolls. Love it. Okay. You said, meanwhile, Shakim is the one lying about me. I called his paycheck bluff and he decided to call my job. Right. He decided he wanted to see your paycheck. He wanted to see your deed. He is the one that asked you to go check on your pussy because he couldn't understand why a woman hadn't been to the doctor to have a pap smear of every 6 months or something. He said, like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking. I wish some doctor would scrape my coochie every 6 fucking months, right? And I'm not out here fucking every fucking body. If you out here fucking everybody like Breaking the Culture is, yes, of course you need to have a pap smear every 6 months, okay? The fuck? Of course you need to get HIV results every 6 months when you out here fucking everybody and you getting fucked in the ass by everybody, okay? Yeah, of course you do. But real people that ain't running around here fucking everything, all promiscuous and all crazy, don't have to do that, son. Okay, ma'am, daughter, just to let his ass know. The fuck wrong with this nigga? You said Rev has some serious, dark, and dangerous behavior. Absolutely, he does. You said me too. Darrell says, yeah, and pays them for hit pieces. I own people in the sector. It's sick. No one cared about Taz content about me or Carrie Brown Sugar. It's been a 4-year battle for me. I'm tired now. Let them look crazy. That's what I'm thinking. Let them motherfuckers look stupid. The whole House of Cards is about to fall in on her head any goddamn way. You said skulls are a part of bike culture. Exactly. 100. I got a few of them. I got a few skulls sitting around here, but that one is one of my favorite patches. I'm probably gonna sew that back on there. That's one of my favorite patches is the black girl with the skull on the other side. The black woman with the skull. Yeah, I love that shit. You said he had about S and M behavior in that material. Plus that the video of the kid eating a corn on the cob with the camera zooming in. Well, that kid was in his classroom. That kid that was recording that was a child in a classroom. So it's clear that there is a kid that's running that channel, right? But again, it makes you wonder why this grown ass 50-plus-year-old man would want to follow these channels. Like what on that channel made you attracted you to that channel, right? That made you want to follow this person. Like what? Unless these are the ways that you're fucking thinking, right? You said lots of stuff on here requires law enforcement. Guess we'll see. And it does for sure. And I think this particular situation, if I would be calling anybody, this would be the time. This would definitely be the time that the FBI needs to get involved. I ain't gonna hold you. Some of those channels I think they need to be reported. I do. I think some of those channels definitely need to be reported. Some of those pages, for sure. Especially the one with that guy in the meme, of the one that unalived himself. That one definitely needs reporting. Those other channels too. There's just a lot of them. There's just a lot. Oh, goodness gracious, man. We're about to get out of there. We're about to get off of this. He said, I missed today's lives. It was probably for the better. You said D. Durrell fight. I think Ray needs, you said D. Durrell, right. I think Ray needs to expose AAS so this behavior can stop. She has hurt a lot of people over here, especially trying to bring down sick women. And I'm hoping that, Ray, that you do that too, right? Like, I get the whole idea of, if it didn't happen to me, I'm not going to, be. But at the end of the day, these are some very disturbing and weirdo people, okay, that have hurt a lot of people. And it's time. It's time to expose her ass and get her the fuck up out of here, We're done. So we'll sit here and slow cook with you. We're going to wait, But I'm hoping that you actually do this because I think they're scared of you, Ray. Right. I think they know at this point you're not fucking playing with their asses. Right. And I don't think they have anything on you at all. I just think they like to use, intimidation tactics against people, as you know. But I'm hoping that you do go ahead and expose this bitch and let us know what's up with her. It's time. It's time. You said, I think that's a good thing. I'm just going to trust y'all. Yeah. Yeah, I think that you should stay away from that. You said, D. Durrell, nobody cares about me being in the news either, and their complaint to my job has me getting paid to sit home. Right? Like, none of us give a fuck about that shit. Like real nigga shit. We really don't. You said they said TikTok is Chinese spying on Americans. I don't have it. I heard about that. I remember when Trump was in office, he was trying to get rid of TikTok in America. Yeah, he was definitely trying to get rid of the entire thing, make and ban it. And everybody was like, why? And what for what? And, and everything. And now that I've done seen this, I'm all for it. I'm like, ban that shit. Get rid of that shit. What the fuck we got that for? He said, I don't need any of that in my life. Okay, just saying. He said, they show content creators who watches them, unlike other platforms. Right. He said, right, it's disgusting. I'm sorry he had to get this attention due to AFW pervert Sigga. Right. You said, what you going to do about it? Oh, believe me, people are already reporting this. It was not in vain. Enough is enough. Yeah, it's time. And there are people that are I know for a fact, I'm not going to say any names or anything, but I know for a fact people are reporting this shit. He said he tried to expose Joe using that trick. It backfired because she looks nice. Yeah, Joe is a beautiful woman. I don't know why I think he thinks that black women, all black women, and there's a few guys out here who have this thought process that if you're a chocolate woman or if you're a brown skinned woman, that somehow, you have low self-esteem. Like somehow being a black woman, that just automatically brings low self-esteem to you. And that's not the case, no matter how much you tell me what you and your opinion is of me is not going to change my opinion of me. And it damn sure ain't gonna stop these niggas from trying to holler at a bitch. Okay, just letting you know. So anyway, you said you're welcome, doll. You said and moist, right? Hit the cash app. That's right. Hit the cash app. You said Joe looked good. Okay, Joe is a beautiful woman. I told y'all that before. I don't know why y'all thought you know, that some little weird ass picture that you would show is going to make everybody think that she's ugly somehow. And what is this fascination with trying to force down the throats of the sector that some woman in the sector is ugly? Even if she is, so what? Like, so fucking what, right? It ain't that deep, like, really. And it's only people that really are ugly that are actually saying shit like that anyway. So, you know, shout out to them. You said DC as DC, are you serious? You said JoJo just jokes around playfully. These people are so petty messing with Joe. Yeah, like Joe's still gonna laugh at your ass. Joe's still gonna make parody videos and still do the shit that she do. And ain't none of you niggas gonna fuck with her. And that's just it. You said, I'm rubbing Bugsy tummy right now. Oh, hey, Bugsy. That's my boy. You said you can drown out intrusive thoughts with music. Yes, we've got a nice little therapist here that can give us some of these tips as well. Drowning out with music, turning on mantras, and just repeating good mantras and positive energy, and just putting that positive energy in your surroundings will definitely bring some peace. You said, hit that like. Yes, please, guys, hit the like button. You said, brown sugar, okay. You said, I took a bath. Yes, nice spiritual bath always works. You said, thank y'all for the support. I shouldn't have watched it, LOL. No, it's okay. You know, we all were curious and we wanted to really see, you know, are we overreacting to this, you know? And it turns out, I don't think we're reacting enough, really. I don't know if we're reacting enough, right? You said, what you gonna do about it? You said, hey, beautiful Bernice. You said, well, go. You said, got to unsubscribe to my now ex-bestie, SMH, right? It don't make no damn sense with Photon, but he gonna have to get the fuck over some shit, really. You know, we don't care about his feelings over Carrie Ann. We don't care about any of that shit. We don't care how bad his feelings are hurt over me calling him a Leatherface. I still feel like you're a Leatherface, you know, and that's it. And like I said, if you want to see a bitch, come see a bitch. It's that easy. It's not hard to find. It really ain't. All you got to do is ask them niggas out there. They'll know exactly who I am and where I am. And I don't know if you're going to get past them, but I'm just letting you know. You can come see me. You said, hi, Alan Logic. Pure evil, right? He said, geesh, what image? That bad? I was going to check it out, but maybe I'll pass. Yeah, I don't think you want to see this I Am Human first. It's awful. Awful. You said, well, got to unsubscribe from my bestie. You said, where's Binary, Shakem, Star, AAS, and Rev? I told Binary to be careful, but he said his education is above common sense and the welfare of innocent children. Right. So, you know, his PhD, I guess, allegedly is above, you know, protecting children. His PhD doesn't allow him to protect his own daughters, right? But, you know, just allows him to be completely okay with this kind of behavior and double down on it and tell us, you know, how stupid we are for, you know, not, for reacting the way that we are, because we don't have a PhD, you know. So you said, brown sugar, good damn questions. You said, brown sugar baby, I'm serious. He has an alleged picture up on his channel. Is that needed to contact her job? Don't make no damn sense. You said, was my 3-year-old son's picture needed to contact my job? Right, exactly. Like your 3-year-old son has anything to do with this. You said, spot him and defrauding. And it's disturbing even more now that we have seen what type of activity this man is involved with on his social media. It's very disturbing that he would have any pictures of anybody's children at all, at all. You said, spot him and defrauding charlatans. Also took some hits too. Thanks guys for standing up for what is right. Much respect, for sure. Shout out to Spot'em as well. You said, Stephanie Collins, girl, it's a mess. And it really is. You said, I know you rock with Ray Kids, T-Pre, but dude's a certified weirdo as well. If it's as bad as Tall say, then why play the bullshit? I don't think he knew. We wanted to see it. You know, we wanted to see just how disturbing it really was. And it turns out it was disturbing. It was pretty bad. If you saw this, Alan, if you saw the video, you would understand why we're saying what we're saying. Sometimes, you know, if you don't really see something, or if you haven't like experienced it firsthand, it's kind of hard to gauge, you know, especially if you already just don't fuck with that person. It's kind of hard to gauge why everybody's reacting the way that they are. But we're doing this for a reason. We're doing, and I'm not blaming Ray for this at all. You said defrauding charlatans, right? It's crazy. You said, Alan, because there's been a lot of gaslighting. You missed a lot. I think you did, Alan. I think you really did. You said my pictures, families, pictures, parents, homes, and shit like that weren't needed to file a complaint. Exactly. You said, I see DC. I'll hit you up after this. Okay. You said, Alan, it needed to be put out. I think it was also a lesson for parents not to trust kids on devices. Rev had child cartoon. Yeah. Yeah. It was terrible. These are the kind of people that he's following. He said, I rebuke it all in the name of Jesus. Lord God, please protect all children. Please heal all of us who are exposed to this wickedness today. Yes. You said, brown sugar, miss me, please. You said, brown sugar, no problem. All in a day's work, protect against harm, both foreign and domestic. Hiya. You said, nope, it wasn't. And we never used the information at defrauding that was sent to us with malicious purposes. 100. You said, defrauding, we need to get up with that guy to see how much his fees are. I would love to talk to a homeboy. Maybe the sector needs to get together, put a couple of hours together, you know what I mean? And go talk to Pope Derek over there. You said, what you going to do about it? What did I do? You said, DC, facts. You said, me and mines, I do appreciate that all had restraint. That all had restraint. A lot of people hate me just for what I type in the chats. I never made any videos on people or docs intel on nobody's channel. Facts. You said, even if they do get me fired, so what, right? Like that's going to be the end of the world. That would be the end of the world for people like them, but not other people. You said, I had no reason to put your information out there, DC. I don't see you as a threat. Never had. That was totally unnecessary. You said, right, this is a serious issue. You said, DC, me and mine's docs for the AFW, they getting hemmed up shortly. You said, hit the like button. What's up, Nova Real Show? Definitely appreciate you being in the building, bro. You said, I guess threatening my job is her only card to play, so she has to use what she has. LOL. Exactly. You said, hello, Nova, sir. You said, what's good, brown sugar baby? You said, what you going to do about it? Keep calling me that and keep lying. We're going to see just who about to get charged. You're a woman. Okay. You said, Nova, it's cold up there. Doing well? You said, I got sick of Cynthia G when she kept trying to make it look like black men only go for ugly white women. Like, how low does your self-esteem have to be to act like there are no pretty white women dating black men? Or better yet, how low does your self-esteem have to be that you think all black men are attracted to only white women? Like, maybe those are her dad and the men in her life, right? But the niggas I know like black women, okay? Except my brother, he do like white girls, okay? My brother like them white girls, he definitely do. But okay, ain't nothing wrong with it. I don't got no problem, no beef with that. But all black men are not just attracted to white women, You said, not yet, brown sugar baby. You said, and DC, I didn't even go at Carrie's job after she followed the lead of AMS. These niggas all busters, excluding Miss T. Pre. Okay. You said, Nova, it's not cold here yet. Child, it was warm as fuck out here today. And Delaware girls like 80 degrees out here today. My son had a great football game. Everything was great today. You said, Miss T. Pre, I'm out. Alan is way too disrespectful and a full-blown liar. I can't ruin my case playing with this chump. All have a good night. I appreciate you coming in, me and mine. As you know, you do have a wrench now. And that is because I got tired of you getting blocked and your people in your camp getting blocked. So you'll be able to see if anybody is blocking people and so forth and so on with your wrench. So I appreciate you coming in today. You said, Alan, you out here shooting at niggas. Alan, you got to chill, man. Come on, man. You said, Alan, and tell them what? That I called your court complaint a police report. Nobody cares. You said, wow. You said, we need a part 2 on Chocolate City. You said, Carrie, she was hateful as hell. You said, the dark web is way deeper than what y'all seen today, though this is a great intro into the iceberg theory of the dark web. I'm not interested at all. You said, it's every 2 years, I believe. You said, more slander, adding, okay. You said, I never even said I don't get paps, LOL. He just has a problem with vaginas and wants to degrade them because they're not what he likes, okay? Or he wants one so bad, He wants to learn about pap smears and all these other things, But yeah, bitches who ain't going around fucking everybody don't need to have a pap smear every 6 months, okay, sir? Just to let you know. You said, would anybody like for me to talk about the dark side of YouTube, TikTok, and the dark web? I'm a little hesitant now. After seeing what I saw today, I don't even know if I want to know. Like, I'm not really particularly interested, but if you do it, of course I'm going to watch, right? You said DT, please do. Okay, so there are people that want you to. You said, meanwhile, I don't even care about AAS. She doesn't need my help being miserable and wallowing around in her own personal hell full of demons. That's on God. You said, yes, ma'am. You said, brown sugar baby Cynthia is taking advantage of the brown women in her audience instead of helping them. It's wrong. Right, right. I agree. Hey, Stefan, I appreciate you being in the building. You said, I didn't know you were live. Slander is too. Oh, is he? Okay. So we'll be over there in just a minute. I'm actually almost done. You said, broken woman. Broken women. You said, sorry, I hid you, brown sugar baby, by mistake. You should be back. You said, she was making $12K a month from talking hateful about black men, and now the bitch broke, right? I'm pretty sure she didn't invest into any other businesses or anything, because the bitch is just slow. You said, it's okay, Carrie. I really don't like Cynthia G. I actually did a video a while back where I talked about that bitch on that fucking video. You said, so is showing what content the following is creating, does that fall under tarnishing his reputation? You said, brown sugar, I agree, but the real harm she was doing is to her own audience. Facts. You said, shall he be suing and reporting all people in attendance, each person making content? You said, shall there be a fundraiser? Okay. You said, can we finally implement BDS, boycott, disavow anyone who messes with them, and separate? I think it's time, Muz. I think it's time. Okay. And like I said, everybody might not agree. Everybody might not be on the same page, but I most definitely do believe that it is now time to boycott some people. It's time to get rid of some people. It's time to stop dropping down in their chats, right? Even if you watch the show, don't drop down in the chat. Don't say anything. Don't hit the panel. None of that stuff. Just let them keep ranting on like fools, and don't send them motherfuckers shit. You said, Carrie, tell them that you slandered a black person, anti-black behavior, as was claimed by your accusers. You said, boy, don't nobody black care what kind of reports your Asian wives make about. You know what, y'all? Y'all got to stop it. You said, I did it too. Sorry, BSB. You said, great question, Muz. Can we create the divide now? Like I said, I already drew the line tonight, right? I'm like, look, if you on this side, this is what we doing. If you over there, that's what y'all doing, right? And I ain't fucking with y'all. Don't fuck with me either. Don't even have my name in your mouth. How about that? You said, Carrie, facts. She used to do voodoo on her subscribers. Her sister V exposed it. She is vile as it gets. Ciao. When you doing shit like that, when you fucking around in the spirit like that and messing with people, especially people that don't deserve it, that energy comes back. I've been telling y'all that for a long time about black energy, right? Black magic and stuff and how that works. You said, if you think I care, you're mistaken. You said, I wonder why he took down the Joe post. I don't know. I didn't even see it. You said, thanks, Stephanie Collins. You said, Stephanie, he probably needed to uphold his victim image when he called my job. Right. You said, you called it a police report, Carrie. You lied. That's actionable. Well, I don't know. She says, sue me then. You said, defrauding charlatans. If not now, then when? If not us, then who? Exactly. It's time, right, Muz? You said, being married, I will only say this once. Some women in the sector do indeed look good. Okay. You said, call the police. So what you gotta do, but F the fuck up about it. I don't care about your abuse reports. Tell it, Chinese. Y'all tripping. You said, binary said, I was a blackie like burnt cookies with Star over there with fat parachutes arms, but I forgot she's light skinned, please. You said, I'm out too, Miss T. Pre. I'm not reading Alan's disrespect everyone anymore. Catch y'all later. I appreciate you, Tricks, for being in the building. You said, or speak my piece to your... Okay, guys, I'm not with this tonight. You said the beautiful Bernice girl, it was terrible. It really was terrible, child. And you said, brown sugar baby. You said, Ray Triggs, right. I didn't do nothing to him. It's too much. I'm not sure why all of this is going on in the chat. Like, I get that you have people that you don't fuck with, but they fuck with me, right? And, they support me just like you do. And nobody wants to come to anybody's chat room and be disrespected by other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not cool. It's not okay. I get that you got problems with people. I don't have those same problems with these people. So can we stop doing that? And when you're over here, can we at least have that respect? That's all I'm asking. You said, Muzz, people still want to play ball with them over their personal disputes. The sector won't die with moving on and excluding those people. This sector constantly transforms. Yeah. You said I didn't die when people moved away from Umar. Right. You said it didn't die when people moved away from Umar. Exactly. You said stop. Okay. You said I care about you talking. Okay. You said it's giving obsessed. You said don't mention my name. Nobody mentioned you in a year. Okay. You said great live. Keep going. Definitely appreciate the $50 again. I appreciate that. Hey, Keeper, I appreciate you coming in the building. You said I was totally disgusted with Cynthia G when she encouraged aborting the so-called black male babies. Yeah, that is crazy, right? Like, what's wrong with this? That's where the energy just, when the Mother Earth just switched on that bitch after that. Like, okay, this how far you want to go? Let me see how quick I snatch this shit from you, right? You said, Carrie, I didn't care about, okay. All right, I'm moving on from this, guys. You said, Keeper, she did tell black women if they are pregnant with males to abort the baby. God was tried, okay? It was over it at that point. You said, yes, Brown Sugar, heard it with my own ears. You said, right. You said, I did too, and she turned around, had a baby with a broke man, okay? Right. You said, DC, we do have beautiful women on this sector. That is true. He says, sometimes I get carried away. I did some research on that chocolate earth issue. The man that is selling the land is not scamming. I would like to see how he's not. I don't understand how he's not if he's taking payments from her and he's selling the property underneath her, underneath her nose. It doesn't make any sense that he's not scamming. You said, I can see, you said you did, you said, I can see why. Okay. You said, is that right? Make a change, just seeking worthless land to dummies in a legal way. LOL. Yeah, I don't get how that's legal, especially if he was like taking money from her and then like selling the same alleged property from right underneath of her and then keeping her money. Like, that's not legal. I'm not sure what you mean by he's not scamming. He may not have scammed on other things that you looked up, but this particular situation is a scam. Like, that's just it. Unless you do some kind of proof to show us that it's not, then okay. You said T. Pri is the only one left that likes Alan. You know what? All right. Well, listen, we out of here. I definitely appreciate all of y'all for being in the building. But again, I'm going to stress this again. I am not going to sit here and y'all go back and forth with each other in the chat room. Okay. I really fuck with all of y'all, and I'm not about to get rid of one person or one person has to leave because you don't like this person or you don't like that person. I can care less because I don't feel the same way, and these people support me. So it would be very appreciative if you would respect that, and that's just it. Everybody that you dislike, doesn't have to leave because you dislike them. That's just that. Guys, I will talk to y'all later. Definitely appreciate y'all being in the building. Make sure that y'all hit the like button on the way out. And you said, T. Pri, you don't see Alan is ruining your show. I think you heard what I just said. And I think Alan heard what I just said too. And I think going forward, we won't have this problem again. And guys, I will talk to y'all later. Definitely appreciate y'all. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, I want to go ahead and play a funny video. We're going to do like a funny animal video, because I love the funny animals too. So shout out to Carrie. Y'all should check out Family BB or the Monkey BB, Baby Monkey BB. He is so funny and so cute, guys. But he's really cute too. So we're gonna look at some funny animal videos real quick. Bear with me just a moment. Okay. All right, let me get this one up here. And I'm going to share my screen. And let me remove this banner. All right, let's share. Hopefully you guys can see the fair use.
These motherfuckers chasing me. Oh, shit.
Did you eat all of your treats? Cooper.
I already know this, Stefan, and I've already talking to him about it. And I hope you're not still doing it, Alan. Please let it go.
Oh God, oh God, oh God.
Whatever you want to address with people, address that on your channel, not here. I don't have a problem with these people. And they shouldn't have to leave because you're disrespecting everybody. What's up, Hoodie? Okay, I would love to see that video.
What do you think?
Well, how the hell did you get the beans above the fry? I mean,
I don't know.
Thank you, Stefan. I appreciate that.
We fucked up.
Stop.
No, they don't. Hold on. Let me stop that real quick. Alan, I have watched you attacking these people in my chat, and they're not saying anything disrespectful to you at all. It's not about being soft. We're adults, right? We're not little kids, okay? We're not in high school. We know how to talk to each other. We know how to be diplomatic, even if we don't disagree with, even if we don't agree with each other. But we don't have to go off and always show our prowess every single time we come around. It's not that deep. It really ain't. Whatever feelings and issues you have is what you have, and you're entitled to that. But please don't do it on my show. So if you're going to feel like people are being soft when you come around, I'm going to have a problem with that, because I have a problem with other people feeling some type of way in my chat just because you don't like them. I have a problem with that. And so, yes, I'm going to need you not to do that anymore. Y'all know I don't mind speaking my speech.
No.
It ain't about being soft. Maybe they just don't feel like dealing with it because we're grown.
Clap them cheeks. Clap them cheeks.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I know you my boy.
Пёс, вставай. Пёс. Чё моя-то? Красотка.
Oh, look. He is loving this.
Why is he stroking the meatball?
Oh. What the hell?
And he's like literally sneezing his head off. Or
Oh my God.
I have it. Oh, his link is out. Look, put that back in.
Oh.
Тигр делает. Ох.
He hated when his friend were rolling around the house.
Oh man, I don't know if I can do it.
What are you doing, you psycho?
Y'all can get rid of Stephen Knowles Carter because I know that's not the real Stephen. Matter of fact, I'll do it.
What
Now
is
that I'm
that? Wait, what happened? You're okay? Oh no.
That's a damn shame, Stephen. Everybody want to be you so bad.
Sammy.
And I just reported your channel too, Stephen Knowles Carter, aka the one who's not the real Stephen. You a whole pussy bitch coming out here always talking shit.
Came in like a rat. God, God.
Who's ready to hatch some cool pets? Click here to make your very own monster on Adapted Mind, where monsters teach you math. Oh my, that monster looks incredible. Alrighty, these pets aren't going to hatch themselves. Let's go. Ooh,
Hold on, guys.
I can't wait to see.
I was reporting that channel.
Oh my God, he's
Godfather is about to be live too. He's talking about the review of the 5 components of love, and it's an open panel. So I'm gonna go over there. I'm actually gonna end this here. Definitely appreciate all of y'all for being in the building. Make sure that y'all do hit the like button on the way out. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and end it there. But guys, go ahead and cleanse yourselves from everything that we dealt with today and all the stuff that we were, watching and going over. It was very disturbing, and I'm just kind of over it at this point. But I appreciate all of y'all for coming out tonight. And again, from here on out, we are going to be very respectful of one another in these chats. We are not going to come off with the disrespect and the going back and forth and the talking shit and all that. Please save that for your own channel, or save that for somewhere where it's okay. It is not okay over here. And I will talk to y'all later, and appreciate all the super chats that I got tonight and all the other support that came in as well. Make sure that you guys do hit the like button once again. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace, guys. Thank y'all for watching.